Okay, the light is not in the way. So, small steps, getting better, getting better. Today in high end, it's going to be interesting. We are playing the top team in the league and then one of the teams that was top of the league. They were playing way above their level and they've fallen off. We played them earlier in the season. That's Mostoles. But they're both really tough teams. And it's going to let us know whether or not we're going to make the playoffs. Right now, we are in the playoffs. And believe it or not, I'm not really thrilled about that. And I'll explain more why in just a minute. My name is FM20, and it's time to get Réal. We played Linense and we played Recreativo and Sevilla Atletico. That's right, because my new lone player couldn't play against his parent club, even though I think that's the B team, and it shouldn't count as the parent club, but it's Spain. Things are different here. We've been on a really good run. We haven't lost since we last met against UCAM Murcia. We beat them 2-1. This was a fairly, I'm going to say, an okay game. Miguel Martin, a brace of goals. He's really turned it on the second half of the season. 11 shots, 7 on target for us. We're just technically better than them. Everybody had a fairly good game except Habalilo, who's back from injury. And he is not the same player he was before. I'm going to show you that next episode when I show you what I've been doing with the spreadsheet and where the team is and things like that. Against Caraceño, we won 2-1 thanks to a goal by Alvaro Sanz and a goal by Jordan. The goal by Jordan was a bit of a gimme at the end of the game. Again, technically better than them, a huge possession advantage. And it's one of those cases where we weren't great, and for the most part, most of the players weren't good either, but we did enough to win. Against Talavera, we won 2-1, thanks to a brace of goals again by Miguel Martin, including a penalty kick. After we scored the second goal in the 13th minute, they just kind of seemed to sit back and say, hey, yeah, do whatever. And as you can see, they parked the bus. Just absolutely parked the bus. So I said, okay, why not? I pushed everybody up as high as I could and, kept the game in their half the field. Make them defend and keep the ball away from them. And if they beat me on the counter once or twice, they beat me on the counter once or twice. Although I will say at this level of football, unless you have an outstanding lone player or someone who hasn't been poached yet, the opportunities of that happening are, I'm not going to say minimal at best, but for the most part, your defenders should be decent enough to catch up with their attackers in case that happens. Maybe have a good goalie between the sticks. And De La Calzada is good. He's not great. Yeah, you're going to get beat, but not as often as you think you probably should be beat, if that makes sense. Then we were home against Merida, and we won 2-0 thanks to a brace of goals again by Miguel Martin. He has just been on fire lately. And they lost a man in the 38th minute. That really didn't help them. Insult to injury for us. Sagado got injured in the 95th minute. This was just one of those games we completely dominated them from beginning to end. Again, they sat back. They parked the bus. They played really, really narrow. So I spread out. I played on the wings. It was a really good game for us. The guys are really clicking. And as a result, we're in 4th place. And we're 5 points ahead of Murcia. And there are 10 games left in the season. I've got a B, and I'm really happy about the B, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know that I'm really happy being in the promotion area right now because I'm wondering if it's not going to raise expectations on the board. I mean, we finished, they were looking for mid-table while we're finishing the promotion playoff. Are they going to turn around and say, hey, we saw you finish the promotion playoff last year. Can you finish the promotion playoff this year or possibly win? And I don't know. We're playing above our level. I really think we are. I think that's due to the fact that, well, I don't want to say playing above our level. We are where we are because of the squad we have. But I think a lot of the reason we have the squad we have is because I've been able to put a decent squad together. I inherited a decent squad, but I've added some good players. Clemente on loan, Albert on loan, and things like that. And I've picked up some bad players as well. Tendillo for one, and I don't know. We were picked to finish third by the pundits, so maybe they know something I don't, which is entirely possible. Well, okay, entirely likely. Let's put it that way. So, that said, today we are playing Cordoba and Mostoles. Cordoba is top of the league. We drew with them last time. Mostoles, we beat. They were top of the league for the longest time. They've really fallen off. They're mid-table now, 34 points. And it's possible they could fall down to the relegation zone. They were one of those teams that just way overperformed the first half of the season. And then just really fell off. They're kind of in the same situation that we are. They're a smaller club with not a huge budget. So, the other thing that's coming up fairly soon is the youth intake. But I think that is going to happen the next episode, which is going to be a spreadsheet episode. So I'm going to go check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back for a match against Cordoba in just a bit. Well, today we are playing Cordoba, and it is not our best team on the field. We got a couple players out with injury. Honka tore some ankle ligaments. Javalilo has just really fallen off. You'll see that in the next episode. And then, oh, good grief, I'm totally forgetting the other players. Sagato's out, that's right, he got injured last game. So we have De La Calzada in goal, Barrera, Clemente, Ramick, and Robles as the defensive back four. Sands and Jordan as the midfielders. Albert and Carrion as the attacking midfielders. Martin and Ballesteros up top as the strikers. Oh, kickoff highlight, Albert. No, Travazo intercepts that up to Shibakase. Sands sends it over to Ballesteros. That was a poor pass by Cordoba. Carrion, right side of the box. Tries crossing it in, bounces away. Roman recovers up to Ortuño, who centers it for Diaz, one-on-one with De La Calzada, and he pushes it wide left, thanks to, who's my number 5? I want to say that's Clemente getting in his way. Barrera on the throw-in to Martin. Back out to Barrera. Dispossessed by Garrido. Up to Diaz. He holds it up, Ortuño's there, and he scores off a very nice header. That was really, really nice by Cordoba. Why can't we do that? Dang it. Yeah, there's got to be something behind the scenes with the uniforms and whatnot. I don't know. I think if once we start getting to, like, you know, second division, first division, I'll take a look and see if there's a way I can't go in and edit the game to get the right colors in place. It's just a minor quibble for now. It's outwardly it's not driving me up a wall. Inwardly, oh my god. Anywho, Roman over to Machado, to Razo, up to Fernandez, Garrido, back out to Fernandez, to Garrido, back to Fernandez. Almost lost the ball. Garrido out to Alvaro on the left. He crosses it in. Ortuño can't get to it. Jordan knocks it away, but Garrido's going to run it down. Taps it to Travazo. Up to Diaz. Son of a gun. Oh, it's disallowed. He was offsides. Thank you. They're playing really far back, and we're up really high. We should be okay. Carry on. He tries crossing in, and he bounces off Roman. Ortuño. Oh, blows by the defender. Travazo. Oh, De La Calzada was pulled out of position because he was trying to cover Ortuño. That was nice. Of course, that's his first goal of the season, too. We got back in time to defend, but they did right. Oh, who's the number 6? He went for the slide tackle and completely missed. Chance from outside the box. Oh, and Barrera scores off a well-struck free kick. 25 yards out. That was nice. Watch this. I can't tell if he bounced it off of someone on the wall or not. It looks like he hit it over the guy's shoulder. It just curved in. And the wall was blocking the keeper's view. They're playing further back. They're playing not narrow. We're wide. And they're probably wide as well. So we're going to mark a little bit tighter, but as a result, we're going to fall back a little bit. overlap the left and the right. Get the wing backs up. We're going to go to hit early crosses as well. I totally forgot to... No, I did do the team talk. Okay. De La Calzada, Duramic. Out to Robles. He's got help. Instead, he kicks it away to Ortuño. Okay. That could have been a mistake. Garrido, one-on-one, De La Calzada, off. Calzada makes a nice save. Carry on, runs the ball down. Gets by one. Ballesteros, Jordan. Oh, right, Becerra. Shot a little encouragement to the guys here. Becerra launches it. Ortuño gathers it up. It was nice. Drops it off Fernandez. De La Calzada, nice block. Oh, what the hell happened there? Okay, that was nothing I did tactics related. I didn't tell Calzada to block the ball and push it right back to the guy who hit it. Good grief. He got one. How come he didn't get the other? And again, another first goal of the season. Son of a gun. Okay, Ramick is uninterested, so... Nuts. I guess I got to bring Tendillo on. We're going to get Albert off and bring on Javalilo. And we're going to save our last sub here for a little bit. Pereira on the throw-in. Knocked away, back to Pereira. Sands, who kicks it away. Ortuño taps it up to Diaz. One-on-one with De La Calzada. Nice stop. They've definitely been the better team. We've kept up with them statistically speaking, but they're definitely the better team. Ortuño out to Fernandez. Shipacase. Alvaro. Up to Diaz, loses it. Barrera up to Ballesteros. It's 2 against 4. Ballesteros holds it up, and he is fouled. Barrera on the throw-in. Martin, back to Barrera. Sends it in. Carry on is there. That was nice. And he was offsides. Okay. Gonzalez on the throw-in to Diaz. To Ortuño. Back to Drabazo. Across the field, Alvaro on the left, driving forward. He holds it up, taps it over to Azier, takes the shot just outside. And for whatever reason, my game is stuttering, and it really shouldn't be. There's something going on in the background. I'll have to check here in a minute. We had our chances. They really turned it on in the second half, though. A lot of shots in the second half. Becerra out to Gonzalez. Javalilo gets in the way, but he can't do anything about it. Azier has it. Gets by one defender. Taps it up. Diaz is there. De La Calzada gets in front of it. Alvaro's killing time. And that is the game. 23 shots, 13 on target for them, 14 and 9 for us. We had our chances. The carry-on goal was nice. He was just offsides. Becerra had gone 3.5 games without allowing a goal. And Cordoba set a new Segunda B division record with 17 games unbeaten. Well, that was an unlucky game for us. I still have to set up my training too. So we're still in 4th place, 52 points. Let me do the injuries here real quick. Here we go, current injuries. So Juanca's out, sprained ankle ligament. Sagato's out with a twisted ankle, probably 3 weeks for the both of them. So I'm going to set up my training, and then we're going to come back for the Mostoles game in just a bit. This is a bit of a coup. I think Kike Clemente has agreed to a contract with us. His current contract was running out at the end of this season. I thought, what the hell? I will go ahead and make an offer. At one point in time, last year, he agreed to come on loan with no intention of signing here. And I thought, what the heck? I've got the salary for it. I've got the transfer budget for it. You know, why not? And he agreed to contract. He agreed to us. He agreed to a contract with us. He turned down the offer from Real Zaragoza. They're in La Liga too. I think they offered him like a backup contract. We're offering him an important player contract. So he will definitely be a fixture on the defensive back line for at least 2 years. I mean, he signed a 3-year contract, I believe. So, and yeah, this is good. Barrera also re-signed with us as well. That was last week. But yeah, this is a good thing for us. Mostoles is not the best team. They're 14th in the league, and I'm taking the opportunity to rest just a couple of players. Gonzalez is starting in goal today instead of De La Calzada. Barrera, Clemente, Rochi, and Robles are starting at the defensive back four. Jordan and Sands as the midfielders. Javalilo and Carrion as the attacking midfielders. Mizian and Martin up top as the strikers. And Barrera just got injured. What the heck happened there? Bring on Moha. Sign a new contract, injure your foot. Tolado sends it in. Fran Martin's there, and they score. Nuts. Yeah, it's on. Good grief. Hell of a time to realize it would be turned off, Jellicoe. Jeez. Nice goal. Nice goal. A little bit of encouragement to the guys, and Rochi's the only one who's fired up. And Rochi's exhausted. Okay, let's check some out here real quick. Yeah, that's not too bad. Did my tactics changes last time stick? No, it didn't. You know, we're going to go with slightly more direct passing. High line. Maybe defend a little bit wider as well. Okay, I went to more direct passing, and my assistant coach said, hey, shorter passing, you idiot. So that's what we're doing. Oh, Javalilo picked up yet another injury. This is not his season. Okay, so we'll get Javalilo off and bring on Albert. Gotta get Rochi off and bring on Tendio. Albert, corner kick in. Was Martin fouled? He was. Chance to get it back. Okay, Martin, let's go. Nice. Well struck. 18th goal of the season for the forward. Again in the downpour. Okay. Now, Mostoles is definitely giving us their A game. Mizian's on a 6-3. Okay, you know what we're going to do here real quick then? We're going to swap Mizian and Martin. Robles is on a 6-5. That's not very good. The draw with Mostoles is fine. I'm okay with that. Frankly, we're not getting relegated this season. So, you know, any result from this point forward is a good result. We're going to try and avoid injuries. Tendio to Robles, to Sands, to Jordan, back to Tendio. Long pass. Albert's on the left. Holds it up. Crosses over. Carry-on's there. Ballesteros Martin. Oh, that's nice. That was well done. Barrios did good to block Ballesteros' shot, but man, Martin was right there. Nice pass by Tendio. He does that from time to time. That makes me think, okay, he's worth keeping. But Barrios, a nice first save. But yeah, Martin was just in the right spot at the right time. Extra time goal in FM, who'd have thought? Okay, deserved win. Like Martin, another brace of goals. I want to say almost every game he's scored a goal. He's had a goal. You know what? We can check that out. Two, 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. Okay, lately it just seems the second half it's been braces of goals. left and right. 17 and 29, a goal every other game. I can live with that. So, going forward, next episode is going to be a spreadsheet episode, and I think we're going to have the youth intake in between now and when we play next. We got Betis. What do I want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to skip all? You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to skip all the way to San Fernando and Lorca. The next episode is going to be the youth intake and the spreadsheet stuff. There's really no reason to play any of these games in between. We're on 55 points. We're not getting relegated. The goal of the season was mid-table. The thing now is, are we going to make the promotion playoff? You know, let's find out. So that's what we're going to do. Two decent games for. Oh, wait a minute. I got to check on this. Barrera, 5 to 6 weeks. Javalilo, 6 to 8 days. Martin set for goal bonus. I'm okay with that. You know what? Praise his performance. Goal. I have my doubts about him, but he's turned out to be a decent player for this level of football. You know, you don't score the number of goals he scored by being bad. That's for darn sure. 6 to 5 for 5 to 6 for penalties this year, so that's a lot better than last year. Plus, he's improved in a few areas as well, which is nice. So, but I don't think he's going to get much better. Maybe in 1 or 2 areas, but I doubt it. He's 4-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. So, let's see here. Where were we schedule-wise? Best Deportivo, San Luqueño, Bottles. Yeah, we've got a couple of hard teams. But yeah, we'll come back for San Fernando and Lorca, and then an end-of-season wrap-up as well. So that said, a couple of decent games today. The loss against Cordoba was rough, especially when we had a goal disallowed. We gave it a shot, but you can tell their players are just a little bit better than we are. The Mostoles game, it took an extra time goal. We should have beat them a lot easier, but, you know, that is what it is. The injuries are really starting to catch up with us, though. And then the next episode, the spreadsheet episode, you'll see what's happened to a couple players since. It's an interesting look. So that's what's going to happen next. I got the spreadsheet episode with the youth intake, and then the last 2 games of the season, and an end-of-season review. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer as well as I can, because I'm running out of breath here. My name is FM20. I thank you for watching.